Yo, what's up? So I cut my hair, that's new. Freshly shaven, looking like a monk. The reason I shaved my head, not because I was having a mental breakdown, but because it was just getting super hot and super sweaty. I was just getting tired of long hair. So I decided to try something new, buzz it all off, start from the beginning again. And also it's to avoid stuff like this from ever happening again, having my hair stick out like this. So I actually had another episode, another video planned. However, I'm not filming it this week because a couple days ago I took a pretty nasty fall. I was skating with a friend and we were bombing a hill. I suddenly got death wobbles and lost my control and just completely ate shit. I scuffed up my elbow and my knee pretty badly. And elbow looks pretty fucked right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it doesn't really hurt, but it just like, it feels weird because like the scab's like scabbing up, and then every time I move it like bends on the scab. So I'm just trying to keep it chill today. So I'm just gonna talk in front of a camera. So on the Instagrams, a question I get pretty frequently is, how do I afford all this shit, all the designer clothing and all the stuff that I buy? So I've done like 2 hauls so far. If you add up all the money that I spent, you can see that, you know, it's a lot of money. And especially for someone who's, you know, still a kid, who still hasn't even graduated from high school yet. It's no wonder a lot of you guys are curious as to where all this money comes from. No, my spending habits are not funded by any illegal activities. I don't sell drugs or sell narcotics. No, my family is not rich. No, I do not have a job, and no, sadly, it is not the YouTube money. So, what's the tip? What's the secret to getting clothing for cheap? The secret tip to getting clothing for cheap. And this is a secret, like you can't tell anybody about this. The secret to buying designer clothing without breaking the bank is to never, and I mean never, pay full retail for any garment, accessory, bag, I don't care, shoe. Never ever pay full retail. So now you're probably asking, like,
how do I avoid paying retail? I'm
glad you asked that, because my name is Ben Wu, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to flex and get those sick designer brands without spending your entire check on a fit. Let's get into it. Also, make sure to stick around to the end, because I'll have a little bonus tip just to the end for all those dedicated viewers. Tip number 1 is to go to outlet stores. This is a super underrated tip. I feel like not enough people go to outlet stores, and I feel like outlets are pretty underappreciated. Outlet stores basically have stuff from like the normal stores, except the stuff there at the outlet stores typically from like past seasons. It's typically stuff that they haven't sold at the normal stores, so they have it at the outlet store for a markdown price. The markdowns are pretty good. They go from anywhere from 10% all the way to 70%. I've even seen stuff at like the Burberry outlet for like 80% off. Normally the stuff there, it's perfectly fine where there's like small defects. Maybe sometimes like the stitch is off, or like there's a smudge, or just something minor, you know. Also stores like Saks Off Fit and Nordstrom are totally great places to shop. So many times I've found Raf Simons, I found Dior, I found like Prada, even some Margiela and Helmut Lang. You just have to look around a bit. It's a bit of a dig, however it's totally worth it. And when you do find pieces, the markdowns are really, really, really good. So it's definitely worth checking out your local outlets as well as Saks and Nordstrom. Tip number 2 is to buy secondhand. You can do this by thrifting. I like to thrift. Typically, if I'm looking for some hype, some more like vintage shit, I like to go to like rich neighborhoods. I will probably make a video, like a thrifting tutorial sometime in the future, because thrifting is a pretty important skill to have. I feel like it's a really underrated way of shopping. And also thrifting is great for the environment. Another good way to get clothes is through secondhand apps. These include apps like Grailed, Depop, Bump, Heroin, eBay, Kijiji, even Facebook Marketplace, fuck it. These are all great places to get secondhand clothing for a pretty reasonable price. The app I use the most is Grailed. I've been using Grailed for many years. I've never had a problem with them. So inside Grailed, you can see on the front, you got all these categories. You can shop by footwear, you can shop by outerwear, tops, bottoms, and as you can see, there's a whole shit ton of listings, and you can just scroll through these. You can also hit the filter button and just filter everything from like under 50 bucks all the way to over 5,000 bucks. So you can definitely find stuff within your price range. So Speed Hunter hoodie is pretty cool. So you click on it and you got these pictures, front and the back. graphic. If you like it, you can click the heart button. You can like it, and that way when it goes on further reduction, you can be notified, and then you can make an offer, you can message the seller, or you can just buy now. I use Grail a lot, and I can't recommend it enough. You should definitely check out Grail and consider buying like secondhand if you want to save some money and get some good drip. Also, finally, last tip is to just wait until the season's over. A lot of websites like SSENSE, Farfetch, Barney's, Mr. Porter, Ukes, and they'll do like massive discounts and massive sales towards the end of the season, in the summer and in the winter, I think, where they'll have discounts on like past seasons. So maybe in the summer you find like discounts on winter jackets or like summer wear that's been released a little earlier. I know personally that SSENSE does it up to 70% off, and I'm pretty sure it's the same with like the other websites as well. Also sign up for newsletters. Sometimes they send out like promo codes. They announce the sale typically through the newsletter, so you can be like notified early about it, because sometimes like the really high demand stuff gets sold out pretty quickly. Also, another added benefit is that these are all companies, so you don't have to like worry about getting scammed. And also shipping with a lot of these companies is really quick, so you get your item delivered to you pretty quickly within like a few business days. So I think by far the best way to get clothing for cheap is to just wait until the sales and wait until it's the end of the season. So that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys learned something. I hope these tips helped you a little bit. And if they did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend. A little life lesson I just want to throw out there is to, spend your money reasonably. Don't be foolish with it. Don't go splurging all the time. It's very wise to save your money. Just because something's on sale doesn't mean you should cop it. You should always think about what you're putting your money into and what you're spending your money on. Like Abraham Lincoln once said, money does not equal style. You gotta remember that. Bonus tip. If you're really desperate, you can always just walk in with a gun and a ski mask, and it's pretty much free. You can take whatever you want.